I thought March Madness was utterly boring this weekend. I think NIL might have killed March Madness. I talked about on Thursday and Friday how much of a great time it is and the best tournament ever and everything like that. I hyped it up to be one of the best sporting events every year. And that fell flat on its face. And I think NIL's got a big portion of that. You start looking at the way that college athletics is. I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of glaring problems for college athletics in the future. The NCAA and the players have the golden goose in one arm, in one hand, holding it by its neck, and they got an axe in the other. And if you're San Diego State and USD and UCSD, after watching the first weekend and seeing a noticeable difference between the physical play, or should I say the athletic physique of the players in the Power 5 or in the Power 4 compared to the players that are mid-major schools, it is a drastic drop-off. And for any good school that has good players at a mid-major level, you are now essentially a minor league team for the power conferences. Good luck trying to keep some of these players if you're San Diego State. Good luck. You're watching Lamont Butler, who, is a hero for the Aztecs that knocked off FAU in the Final Four to take it to the national championship, play for Kentucky. You saw Micah Parrish this year play for Ohio State. I mean, they could have used, and I'm blanking on his name, they could have used Keyshawn Johnson the year they went to the NCAA national championship. He was playing for Arizona. Chad Baker-Mazara. Now, the difference with Chad Baker-Mazara is that guy, he couldn't get his academics right over at San Diego State. That's why he was gone, with a mix of a couple other things. Plus, the guy's 35 years old playing college basketball and still has another year of eligibility next year. But again, you're watching former Aztecs compete at a higher level. Good luck keeping these guys. I don't know how you're going to do it. And that's not like an Aztec problem in terms of they're trying their best. The school's trying their best. The boosters are trying their best. They're trying their best. You're not going to keep those guys. Where's this Pac-12 deal that we keep hearing about? Is that going to save everything? Is that going to save everything for you guys? This Pac-12 deal? Are you telling me right now, San Diego State in a conference with Washington State and Oregon State and Utah State and Fresno State and Boise State and Gonzaga are going to be at a level where players don't leave to go to power conferences? The answer is no. They're killing college athletics with the rules that should I say non-rules that they have, and with NIL being out of control. Today the portal opened, by the way. Did you know that? The portal opened today. They're in the middle of the NCAA tournament with the Sweet 16 starting on Thursday, and the portal is opened. What are we doing? College athletics, what are we doing? I could go on a rant for Are You Good for 1,500 different things about college athletics right now. I'm going to save it for Dan Hurley again. He seems to be, when I created this segment, I didn't know it was just going to be the Dan Hurley segment. I could just follow that guy around and he'll do something different every single time. But just utterly insanity when it comes to college athletics. And it's all catered around football. But this is the first year since 1975 that every team in the Sweet 16 is a power school. It's the first time since 1975. That's insane. Not only that, they barely have 4 conferences represented. If the ACC didn't have Duke in it, they wouldn't even be in this conversation at all. You would have 3 conferences in the Sweet 16, the SEC, the Big 12, and the Big 10. And that's it. And the only reason why the Big 12 is getting representation is because they're good at basketball compared to other sports. First time in 47 years since the FBS was formed, the entire Sweet 16 will be FBS schools. Those are schools that just play at the higher level of college football. First time since the Sweet 16 format was created in 1975, all 16 teams are from power conferences. And I'll say this about San Diego State and the Mountain West. And we'll talk about this later on the show. With Colorado State and New Mexico now out of the tournament, Mountain West goes another year without reaching the Sweet 16. Mark Ziegler had this in a tweet. In the 13 tournaments since BYU and Utah left, 40 Mountain West schools have made the tournament. Only 4 have reached the Sweet 16. Once was Nevada. San Diego State did it 3 times. And you're telling me the new branded Pac-12 is going to be different than this? I'm telling you right now, it's not good. It's not good for college athletics. It's terrible. And with this new House settlement coming through, and I'm going to get to more of this later, it's not only not good for the mid majors, that's not good for any program that's not a program that's making money. And you're going to see the death of a lot of college athletics. You're starting to see it with the NCAA